Now, the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs is urging churches in Ghana to tap into the numerous opportunities in the agricultural sector to help in the development agenda of the country. Speaking in an exclusive interview with JoyNews, Asamoah Boateng says he expects the churches to lead the agenda of the country to be food sufficient.
Mindset change. I believe one of the things in Ghana we haven't done very good is the mindset change. We sometimes are too pessimistic in our life, and I believe it's also because of the level of poverty. When you are poor, nothing appeals to you. You're looking at the basic things of life, food. And so we need to get through that poverty line. We need to get our economy back on track very quickly. Basically, agric must be tackled quickly, not just agric, whole and cutlass, mechanized agric. You drive between here and Cape Coast, you see the land both sides. And what I see springing up are buildings. We could put tractors on it and farm. Rice cultivation can be anywhere, as long as there's water. If you get through the air from Accra to Tamale, you see the savannah, it's there. Even the Accra place. So we need to tackle agric head on. We've done some, but it's a long way to go, especially mechanized farming. I want to see tractors on the farmland and clearing it in large scale and employing and make it worthwhile, wealthy for people, young people to move into agric. But as I said, if we get to the poverty line, then people begin to look beyond what's next coming in terms of food. Then their mindset is, yes, I can go out there and make things happen. I can make things work. So the positive mindset starts from there. And this is what the churches, I want them to also go into agric farming. They can't just be in the church every Sunday preaching. They go home and what did they eat? The children go to school, how do they pay fees? If that's the case, some of them are helping. The churches, some are doing it, some are not. So these are part of the policy areas I want us to discuss with them. So that you're not just preaching to a congregation about the kingdom of heaven, which we all want to go one day by our faith. But before we get there, I must survive. And if I have to survive and listen to you and help my neighbors myself, I need to be okay myself, meaning get food, get education, get the basic things of life, be healthy. And what's the church approach to that? Others are doing, others are not. So this is the kind of the area that my ministry will be looking at in the policy guideline.
So you want the church to go into farming, or you want them to support farmers?
Well, I just mentioned farming as one aspect, but they can go into other things, transportation.
But farming is good. Yes. Do you want them to directly be involved or to support their members too?
It's not that churches, yes, I want the churches to go. If they are listening to me, take large stretch of farmland and go farming. And maybe one Saturday, just get your congregation, different branches, go there and do some work.
What do you think will be the best approach? That the churches themselves go into farming directly, or they set a fund to support their members to then go into farming?
Both will work. They can go in directly and mobilize their church members to do it, or set up a fund and also help the members who wants to be involved. But then that's also commercial, and the banks are there. So the banks, that's another area we want to see the banks. The Agric Development Bank must be supported to go into agric. That's why it was set up. But I can tell you that the small-scale farmers cannot even reach Agric Development Bank, because some of them, they don't see the benefits so quickly. They rather want to import the rice rather than help the rice production in Ghana. But those are the things that policy, in terms of government policy, must be directed at, so that we don't have to encourage importation. We have to do things for ourselves. But I want the churches to take a cue from what I'm saying and go into farming.